it, and we appreciate the community who's continuing to watch it and use the information to help drive better outcomes for our community. Okay, so let's begin. We're going to look at the number of new cases for today. So we have 289 additional positives. That's 52 more than yesterday. We had a lower number on Sunday, 237 yesterday. Today, plus 289. That number does include a big batch of tests that were taken a couple of weeks ago by the county and Nueces County, and those were counted today. We are conducting our drive-through testing sites at the health district. We're inviting about 200 people that have been on our waiting list, and so those numbers do include some of those results. We'll have our drive-through test site tomorrow as well on Thursday. Okay, when we look at the next chart is the number of active cases compared to those recovered. We still have the majority of our residents are in an active case category. 87% of all cases are active, so 7,800 approximately persons are still working through that recovery period or the full 14-day period. 1,203 persons have recovered, and we have 108 deaths. It's 5 more than yesterday, and we'll show that momentarily. The number of persons in the hospital is increasing. We had 380 yesterday. 28 additional persons have, in total, have checked in. Some persons may have checked out, but a total of 28 more compared to yesterday. So a total of 408 persons in the hospital recovering. And then of those 408, 121, about a quarter, or more than a quarter, are in intensive care, meaning their reaction to the virus or health is worse than the others, and so they're in intensive care. That's 5 more persons than yesterday. Yesterday we had 116 in ICU, and today we have 121 persons in ICU. And then, as I mentioned, our death tally is increasing by 5 today. So we had 103 deaths reported as of yesterday. With the additional 5 that we're reporting today, we have a total of 108 deaths in Nueces County because of COVID-19. And then when we look at our trend graph, the trend graph shows us the daily number of new positives per day, as well as a red running line that shows a 7-day average. And you can see that in the July frame over here to the right, the daily number of cases is dropping. It appears that we may have reached the peak, but we'll see as the week progresses. That's indicative or indicated by the bars that show you the daily cases per day. But you can also see the red line that shows the trend. It's past the peak and beginning to descend, and we hope that'll continue. We think that some of the policy measures that the mayor and the judge have done, the county judge Barbara Canales and Mayor Joe McComb, are beginning to have an impact. That includes closure to vehicles on the beach, encouraging wearing of face masks when in the community, having the curfew on the beach, and closing some of our regional parks, as well as the governor closing bars and restricting the number to 50% in restaurants is having an impact. So the 7-day average is 296 positives a day. That's the new average. The big numbers that were here, one of the big numbers dropped off, the 500 number, or the 600 number. So the daily average is under 300 new cases now every day. Okay, so that concludes the material that I was going to present, and our public health director, Annette, is unable to be here today, and the mayor and the judge typically don't speak on a Tuesday. We just concluded our city council meeting, and so that concludes this briefing. I can try to answer anyway, any questions that the media might have. Yeah, the question was, are there any businesses that have been warned or punished? We do know of restaurants that have been, I don't know if frequent's the right word, but have consistently or in more than one occasions, had more than what appeared to be 50% occupancy in there. And we have talked to the owners. The mayor's thank you tour, or the health inspectors, I should say, thank you tour, where we're going into restaurants and doing more visual inspection about occupancy, are beginning this week. And so we'll have more information about that as we progress through the week. But there are a number of businesses that aren't holding up their business responsibility and making sure their numbers are low inside the restaurant.
Do you know if any warnings were issued?
I don't believe any warnings were issued, just verbal coaching is what's taken place so far. And that's both by the police department last week, and then our health district this week, and our new approach to get out there a little bit more. Okay, any other questions? Okay, that concludes our briefing for today then. We'll be back tomorrow. Nueces County Judge Barbara Canales, Mayor Joe McComb, and our health director Annette Rodriguez will be here tomorrow. Thank you, you guys be safe. In Spanish? Yeah, go ahead, Gabby. Yeah. Sorry.
Confirmados por el coronavirus, haciendo un total de 9,105 casos. 1,203 pacientes se han recuperado por completo, 408 continúan en el hospital, 121 personas están en la unidad de cuidados intensivos, 7,794 son casos aún activos. Hoy se reportan 5 fallecimientos. A la fecha los fallecimientos totalizan 108 personas. El día de hoy solamente vamos a presentar las cifras del día de hoy, ya que el alcalde, la juez del condado y la directora del Distrito de Salud no están presentes para la presentación del día de hoy. Una vez más, las últimas cifras del día de hoy son 289 casos confirmados por el coronavirus.